Lovely. Hello and welcome to the not quite official Quasi Magical podcast. This is the episode four.
Starting this recording with you coughing. Really appreciate that.
Oh no, that's how you break in every sort of podcast episode. You wait and you feel the cough building, and it's like, okay, hit record, go.
Motherfucker.
Hello and welcome.
You always have to have that signature cough at the start of a video.
Signature cough. I think that's going to be a staple for the rest of the games. Actually, I want to tell you guys, we're on session 27.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. We've almost done 30 of these fucking games.
Fun times.
Mm-hmm.
I would clap, but my arms are broken.
Yeah. Yeah, don't clap. Don't clap. You hurt, boy. You don't stop, you idiot. Right. Where we last left off, you guys caught a ride on Nara's big Thunderbird and flew out. Jimmy Ricard was defeated twice, once in his human form, once in his demonic form. Devil form. I'm doing it now.
Now you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. You also encountered another devil. He didn't give his name, but he had 6 large horns and was covered in all this paperwork. And he granted Jimmy the ability to start over again as a devil. Nara may or may not have killed her mother completely on purpose. Also running into an elder brain. That was pretty scary. But you got out of there. A daring rescue using what was left of the vampire in a bottle. That was pretty cool. And yeah, you are heading north to a place called Mount Misery.
That sounds like a bundle of joy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm excited.
So it's a couple little things I want to run here. Nick, or I should say Nara, is Rin coming with you?
I think she'd like to.
All right then. So the boat is now extremely tight. Even though she is a halfling. There's how many people we've got on the boat? We've got you 4. So that's Just Dark Shiffy, Nara, Freddy, and Nina. So that's those 4. Muad'Dib, you Jack Dakine. That's 6, and now, well, I guess the dwarf and the halfling would both equal 1. So it's about 7 in total. And I think there's maybe 5 hammocks. Last time I checked. I don't know. Maybe you guys made more.
I don't think I have one.
So, yeah. Other than that, sort of waiting for Freddy because I've got a big question for him. So sort of his storyline, or his sort of personal quest was getting to Christchurch and asking the king for an army to take back his lands from the Tritons, but the king is dead.
Yeah.
And you guys had to dash out of there before asking sort of Princess Misty or Abraham anything, or sort of any power that they could lend you. But yeah, you guys were just booking that out of there. Trying to get as far away from the influence of the Elder Brain as possible. But it's been 2 days now since you have started heading north, back on State Highway 1, because now there is a road. I should say, for the 2 people who, outside of our friend group, who are listening to this, this boat that they've got has legs. So it's a land boat and it's great. So yeah, it's a great the HMS Dab.
I hate how we
I
fucking call
know the Her Majesty's ship
Dominating Aotearoa ship.
dominating Aotearoa boat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dumb name.
Mm-hmm. It's so bad, but it's so good because you got an enchantment that allows you to dive underwater like a submarine. Not that that's helpful now that you're on land.
Mm-hmm.
So Nina,
Hiya.
over the past couple days, you have had some really bad headaches.
Ooh.
And then
And it's not to do with the vodka cruises.
it's not to do with vodka. It's not a hangover.
I'll take your word for it, but I mean...
And Nina, you wake up one morning to find that this is now where your god curse is at. It has completely transformed your face and head, your shoulders, your right arm, all the way down and sort of snaking around your right leg. That is all completely coy. And your god curse is now at 40%. You can still speak.
You can still speak.
Yeah, but you're just gonna go for the rest of the adventure.
But everyone just understands what I'm saying.
Ah, yes, of course. How silly of me. I will not stab the kobold. I will make it my friend. No?
Yeah.
What happened to the last kobold? He just kind of died. Or disappeared.
Disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Disappeared, never to ever return. So yeah, that's the thing now.
Yeah.
How do you deal with this? You wake up one morning and you have a fish head. What does it look like?
You know what? That's a fantastic question.
What
I've never
color?
seen The Shape of Water, so it's difficult to say.
No, but you're like a koi. That was sort of a lizard person.
Yeah, correct.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that well, the scales covering the rest of my body are quite defined. The ones on my face are a lot smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So to provide for actual muscle movement.
Yeah. You're not just like a stiff fish.
Yeah. Up close, it is a very bizarre sight to suddenly realize that my face is indeed covered with tiny scales.
Mm-hmm.
And they're also like, within the first 5 minutes, I've gotten into the habit of just scratching at them constantly. Like, ooh.
So you just sort of leave a trail of scales as sort of new ones pop in.
Do you know those like pillows that when you rub up they're one color and then you rub down and they're another?
Are you a sequin fish?
I'm doing that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will. Yeah. So when you brush them up, what color are they?
That's a good. I never really thought about what color they are when they were brushed down.
This is your body. You do what you want.
I always pictured like a very dark green, the kind of green that looks black unless it's under light.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess when I brush them up, they become
dark green.
Nah. So, okay, when I brush them up, they're kind of a greeny gold.
Okay. And when you brush them down?
Kind of dark green.
Okay. All right then. Yeah. Do you have any cool little fins on the top of your head, or is it just sort of flat?
similar to my fingers, my ears have taken on a weird kind of webbed shape.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look good.
Well,
I mean,
beauty is subjective.
Yeah, it's.
And I think you're in the right company.
It's fair enough. I mean, gonna judge me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will say that your tattoo is still on there.
Hell yeah.
So that the effects of that haven't gone. It's a seriously magical tattoo that just keeps on being there no matter what.
Fantastic! What a look.
What a look indeed.
Wait, have I still wear wild magic?
No, so that hair is completely gone now.
Okay.
Yeah, it only.
What a look.
Yeah, it only lasted a day, and then it fell out. Yeah, you were sort of shedding like a dog. The day after you left.
Sorry.
Just start Shiffy.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Just relaxing on the boat, I guess. Not much to do. Oh no, I'll be reading my book that I haven't had the time to read yet.
Which book is that?
Mating Habits of the Common Dracus.
Ah, yes, Mating Habits of the Common Dracus. And you, a lot of it. Do you speak, or can you speak and read Draconic?
With the help of a Draconic ring, yes, I can.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and it's a good thing that you did, or that you can, because a lot of the diagrams, you can see that it was written by a human, but then it was co-authored by a dragon.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of the diagrams and whatnot, the very, very vivid diagrams, they are labeled in Draconic. So you learn quite a bit about Draconic anatomy and the mating habits of the common dragon.
That might never help ever, but good to know.
Yeah.
I just. He learned about mating habits and anatomy from a book.
I'm sorry. What's wrong with that? Something.
You learned how to heal people from a book. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, surely.
You know, at least it's not.
Just read.
Nara can only just read. Ouch.
Intelligence, my second highest stat.
Actually, what is your intelligence?
Surprisingly high.
My intelligence is 13.
That's your second highest.
Yes.
And
his highest is charisma.
Oh no! It's my third highest. My second highest.
Okay, I was gonna say that's a massive gap between everything and your charisma.
Oh yeah, no, it is. My lowest is strength, which is 10.
Yep. That's all right. Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
No shame. Yeah, and just trying to think. So you're just reading the book?
Yeah.
Sweet. I like that. Okay, weird thing to flex, but sure. Nara. Hang on.
Only +8.
What are you?
+9. I'm only one more, but still.
Deception. Gosh. Oh, you won't know this, but the mini campaign that I did with everyone else, where you all found yourself on Skyline. Do you guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been doing a lot of research and experimenting on how to bring that, or how to make that work, and I'm pretty excited for it. It's gonna be a while, but I'm pretty excited. Excuse me.
Please don't die.
Try not to. No.
Yeah, otherwise we're gonna have to go back to Nina's D&D session.
Actually, Nina, when are we gonna do another one?
Why, sucker?
What?
Yeah, later, Trace.
You cut out like.
Oh, I wanna play Ziggius the Unremarkable.
I know,
play-
and I want to DM, but I'm a lazy piece of shit.
Very good.
Gotta make it happen.
I want to
I
play
know.
the fucking weirdest monk ever.
Oh yes, your monk.
Yeah. Oran.
I'm terrified of letting you loose again, honestly. I don't know what you're gonna do.
I know, it's
Why
scary.
all the bread?
I know, there's like the first thing I did. Well, next to biting some guy's neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I first meditated while everyone else fought, and then flew up the stairs.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah,
Nick, you ready?
Yeah.
Nick.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. Hello.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry, couldn't hear you there, so I did a quick
That's all right.
reset. How are you and Rin spending your time?
Probably just catching up on everything that
Mhm.
Nara missed out on when she was out of Christchurch, and Nara would be filling in on everything.
Mm-hmm. Are either of you reading the block by any chance?
Yes.
Probably.
Oh, do we
he's
have
here.
a new challenger approaches? My God,
new challenger?
it's Trident's McStab, otherwise known as
Hello.
He talks.
I finally,
Oh,
my computer finally started.
Yay.
Is that a voice I hear from the void?
Yes,
Hello.
he is here.
Huh?
Hey, hey, Freddy. Hey, Freddy. Guess what?
Yeah.
I can now control people.
Alright.
He is the Gaius spell.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
do.
what?
Shit. The Gaius spell. It's OP as
Yeah.
fuck. Do I get...
It is.
I think
so-
I might get that one for free. Oh, I need to check now.
It is fun. I want to try it so bad.
I've been able to control people for like years, but nowhere near as cool as that one.
Yeah. Oh, it's so cool. I was like, I'm gonna just get like a really basic level 1 spell, but no.
Is someone reading the block?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
So, Nara, you bring out the block as you do, and you open it up. A little ad plays, and you press skip ad. And
What's the ad for?
The ad? I don't know. What is the ad for, Nina? Make up an ad. Because you didn't
my
get to
sister
see.
again.
Yes, it is your sister. Because that's another thing as well. I feel like I feel like I cheated Freddie, I feel like I cheated you and you, Nina, by not giving you a chance to both sort of interact with a couple people. Nina, I really want you to meet your sister, and Freddie, I wanted you to meet the king, but he's dead, so...
Yeah, but it'll be fine. Freddy has a tiny bit of hope.
I'm sure you'll get your farm back someday.
Freddy's just sitting there thinking, oh, so all the nobles are dead, and there's no one really to replace them, eh? Well...
Well, not all of them,
Interesting.
Freddy. Not all of them. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge.
Abram is now the king of literally everywhere in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
He's the High King. But yeah, it's an ad.
Sure.
This is before everything went down in Christchurch. You can see that it was obviously pre-recorded, and it's her just flexing more merch. She's doing like a little TAVE video, where she's in like this, but she's standing outside of this bedazzled carriage. No horses are pulling this thing in. They are mechanical. They're mechanical horses. She's pointing at it. It's like, yo, we got 7 horsepower here. And then she opens up the carriage, and it's bigger on the inside, and it's like this long stretch. And then check out these new shoes. Just got them from my store. They only cost 3,000 gold. Help you fly, all that jazz. Spider climb. No worries. Check out these gloves I've got. Sick mitts, right? Check out this champion hoodie.
Tucker.
Resistance to any type of damage for 1 hour. Perfect.
Tucker.
Absolutely perfect. Yeah?
Please stop capturing my sister so perfectly.
I've never met your sister. I have never met your sister. That's bad.
This is terrible.
I think you need to sit her down and have a talk. Where did I go wrong as an older sibling?
I don't know. It probably started when I realized that 90s slang really annoyed her, so I got myself in the habit of saying it.
90s slang?
What
Yeah.
the fuck is 90s slang?
90s slang is gnarly, dude.
Gnarly, dude. Yeah.
Dude, I still use those today. That's not 90s.
That's not 90s. Oh well. But
shit
yeah,
out.
that's the ad that sort of comes up. But when the ad disappears, the entire front page of the block is dominated by this single article with a very snappy title saying "At War Again."
Oh.
That captures my interest.
So yeah, Nara, do you want to read this out?
Sure.
Bada bing, bada boom, pow. Oh no, it's over 2,000 characters. Never mind, I'll read it out. Pretend that Nara's reading it.
Okay.
Aww.
So, the signs have been there for years. An obscure and isolated group of cultists slowly gathering power. And when they first arrived, we thought nothing of them. Men and women wearing dark robes and hoods are somewhat common these days. In their early days, they infiltrated seats of government and power. Next, they began spreading their rhetoric to anyone who'd listen. Then they attacked. There is not a soul on this great island that did not hear the swift and brutal defeat of an equally swift and brutal house. House Harknir fell in less than a week against the unstoppable forces of nefarious magics and siege weaponry. Quick to their aid was House Alvaron, whose skilled mages forced the cult of Kinea to a standstill. However, a month passed, and without aid from House Veroica, Alvaron was soon laid low. With the invention of the block, word quickly spread to the two kingdoms' defeat, yet still no help was given from Veroica or the High King Bailey himself. As heartless as this seems, we now know the answers. During an interview 2 weeks ago, the Queen, Felurian, now reveals her parents enlisted the aid of the devilish cult to defeat their local enemies, the Maoris of White Soil. Today, peace talks have progressed, and the two powers have entered an alliance. However, there is little time to celebrate, as High King Bailey summoned all those with noble blood and power to battle to a battle royale in exchange for Princess Misty's hand in marriage. A total of 87 powerful and influential people died, for it only to be revealed by the winner, High King Abram Harkonnen and High Queen Misty Harkonnen, see article Puppet King for full story, that former King Bailey was under the influence of an elder brain, a powerful telekinetic monster far beyond the reaches of space. High King Abraham has invoked the Triad Treaty for all major powers to band together for the common good. But it may be too late. Even now, there are credible reports of devils in the ranks of man and a great skeletal dragon leading the children of Kenia northward to claim House Veroica.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dun dun.
That story had neither dungeons nor dragons in it.
It had a dragon.
It
That's
had
a
a
good point,
dragon.
actually. It's skeletal dragons. Is it really a dragon?
It's
I
like-
mean, it's a
wow.
skeletal dragon. You guys have fought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kicked its ass.
Yeah, you did.
We did.
Because it has a weak body. But now it's got a big bod. It's got a thick boy bod.
Big, thick.
I'm sorry. Has the dragon made of literal bone been like flexing its muscle, lifting weights?
It doesn't have any muscles. What the fuck?
Yeah,
is it?
that's sort of the irony of it.
Wow!
It just started drinking more milk.
Yeah, milk started like invulnerable to all types of damage. Just big old calcium bones. Ooh,
Yeah.
oh yeah. But then, how does he digest it? That's another question. Oh well.
Nah, his bones just.
We'll let the
absorb-
scholars debate that.
He just bathes in it and absorbs it.
Ah, true. That's how it goes. That's
Yeah.
how it
He's basically a sponge.
goes.
Yeah, canon.
So Freddie, you we touched briefly on this before, but you did not get to meet the king to ask for an army to take back your land. What is your reaction to this?
It's really an opportune time on the one hand, because all the old nobles of the world are kind of dead now. So he's
Mhm.
not like completely hopeless, because just being someone with vague noble abilities is probably going to be quite good in the coming world, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time it's kind of confusing, but he hasn't lost all hope.
Okay. And in doing so, are you praying to hell?
Oh yeah, that'd be helpful.
Oh god, the second time out of this entire goddamn game that you've actually prayed
Listen,
to hell.
he casually does it, but no, there's no response, okay?
There's no response. So are you thinking of this sort of opportune way to jump in while praying to hell?
Probably.
Are you asking him anything, or is it just this?
I
Just sort of
think
vague thoughts.
it's just asking for luck in the coming times.
Okay. Yeah, you don't hear any response. It's pretty quiet up there.
That's a good sign.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yes, Nick, you may go get food, but don't be long. So actually, run me through how do you sort of set up your how do you set up your sort of prayer areas? Just anywhere, or is there like a proper shrine that you've made to
I'd
hell?
like to think I'd probably do it down in the base of the boat at this point. I'd have a specific corner where I've kind of decorated it vaguely.
Oh yeah.
There'll be like, maybe I just got some chalk and just drew the sigil of Helm on the ground and just pray in front of that.
Oh yeah. No, it's
I
neat.
could sew something for you.
I mean, that'd be cool, but if you have nothing better to do.
I mean, I really don't. I'm trying to stop myself from itching my scaly skin.
Mm-hmm.
And stitching is the best way to do that.
But I will
Itch
say,
with needle.
I will say, Nina, I think it doesn't take you long before you try dunking your head in the sink. See if you can breathe underwater.
Yes, you are correct.
And you do, and you can breathe. You can breathe underwater now.
I love how our entire team is just really good at being around water and nothing else.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
We're pirates now.
yeah, you're sort of land
Yar.
pirates. Yar. So Nina, are you making this sort of, or Freddie, are you commissioning Nina to make this this banner for you?
Yeah, so what happens is Nina comes down and sees my tiny little sad prayer area, and she feels kind of sorry and offers to do it. I assume.
That's exactly what happens.
Okay, and I just say, okay.
Okay.
And Freddie says, "What do you want in return?" And I say, "I need healing."
Ah,
And she stands there and says it for 5 minutes.
yet she's at full health.
I need healing.
I need
I need
healing.
healing.
I need healing.
Okay, I accept the
Overwatch is a
transaction.
dead game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have you know.
Okay, so
Nick,
Nina,
Hello.
go ahead and roll a d20. Add your
Aww.
proficiency.
don't you hate it when you play D&D and roll your dice?
Yeah, I'm not gonna just allow you to make.
I got a
banner.
15.
15. Yeah, you describe this banner to me.
I mean, I'm gonna need a little more
sigil of-
detail.
The sigil of Helm is a gauntlet with an eye in the middle.
Yeah, so I suppose I've filled
Wait,
in
what?
the gauntlet. What?
That's his thing.
I thought Helm. Wait, Helm.
Oh
Wasn't
boy.
that Torm?
No,
Wait a second. So I think here might. Hold on. Oh no, you're right. My bad.
it's alright.
Okay. I was just double checking there because I thought Torm was the guy who had the gauntlet, but never mind. So yeah,
Okay.
Nina, it's a silver gauntlet.
And Helm's aesthetic is boy in armor.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, using this style of stitch, I stitch the gauntlet and leave the eye in the middle just blank in the fabric.
Ooh,
Ooh. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, definitely. And
that's
then
cool.
Freddie just sort of hanging it downstairs. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it'll hang in front of just on the wall next to it. In front of it? Yeah, in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
What color is it?
You made it.
What colors did I request? Where did
hold
I
up.
where
No
did I
idea.
get the thread?
I've
You
lost the
ransacked
thread.
a village.
Yeah, it sounds like
What?
me.
Please.
And by ransacked, I mean I asked politely.
Mm-hmm.
Helm doesn't seem to have many colors associated with him, so I guess you can use whichever ones you want. The
Dark
gauntlet will probably
grey.
be grey though. Dark grey gauntlet and a background.
And just a light grey fabric background.
Ah, yeah.
Nice.
And Freddie, next time you're praying down there, you actually hear someone this time. It's like, hello? Service
Hello?
is getting better.
You're breaking
Oh
up
my
so
god,
a bit.
it's Tucker.
Yeah,
Oof.
it is. Not. It's Helm. Me. You know, the guy who you don't really pray to, but I
Listen,
still have you in
I'm-
my arsenal for some reason.
I'm busy. Okay? You know what's going on down here.
You fucking right, I know.
Okay, I got a lot on my plate often, so sometimes I forget. But hear me out.
Mm-hmm. I'm not hearing much.
All right. Troubled times have befallen the land, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yes.
I require your assistance in any way you can provide, so I can bring
Oh.
peace back to the land.
Oh, okay. Well, how about this? If you require my assistance, I
Just
believe
say, I need healing.
no, I believe there's a something that you learned very early on. In fact, that um, all holy knights are taught. Um, what might that be that allows you to request something from the god? What is that, perchance?
This might be cleric.
No, no. Paladins can um, channel divinity.
Yes,
I do believe that you have this.
I do.
Well, if you require my assistance, by all means, just channel divinity.
I'll try to keep this in mind.
Sweet.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And he's off.
Motherfuckers just sitting around roasting me for being bad at D&D.
Yeah. But on the third day, as you guys are heading north, you come across a village, just off to the side. It's so the land around it is very heavily worked. There are cows sort of grazing in the field. There is a whole bunch of sheep as well. A lot of land. I, this is yeah, it is summer right now. So yeah, crops are growing. But looking around, as you sort of walk through it, or on the road right next to it, you don't really see anyone. It's kind of quiet. So if you would
Yeah.
like to make a perception check.
Did you ransack this place?
What? No.
I'm still really into my book.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to make a perception check.
That's a whole 13.
13. Yep. Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay. Okay, Missy. I'll
Tell me what
spill.
I see.
I will spill. I will spill my secrets. Well, first thing that happens is that you look around so hard that you are blinded momentarily by the sun.
No, I don't.
She's so
Um,
perceptive.
Oh, that makes
Can't
sense. Yeah,
see
that's
anything.
You are so perceptive. You look at a piece of tin roofing. Then the cloud passes. The light shines in your eyes, and you hurl backwards. But in that brief moment before you did, you got the lay of the land. And there is a very, very large oak tree in the middle of, or sort of in the middle of this village, but it just looks dead. There are no leaves on it. It doesn't look like it was struck by lightning. It doesn't look like it was set on fire. It just looks dead. Yes.
Guys, you will never believe that. There's a dead
Neither.
oak tree.
Oh shit, that
It's just
explains
fucking
everything.
I should describe, this thing is as tall as your boat. It is
It's a big
massive.
one.
There's a
Maybe it
big
just
old
died
oak
of old
tree.
age. It's a big dead oak tree that I couldn't see.
Mhm.
Nara, do you want to climb a big old dead oak tree with no leaves on
Hang
it?
on.
Thank you.
Hello? Okay, my mic's back.
Hello.
Hiya.
All right, let's go.
Welcome back. I have
So
found
who's going
the
into
secret.
the village?
Oh, I am going to get a close big old dead oak tree. This is the best thing I've seen entire
mean,
campaign.
You gotta go sightseeing, don't you? We're taking the scenic tour around New Zealand, and we
You're
can't
taking-
miss the famous dead oak tree in the middle of a village.
I
Mhm.
have seen this oak tree with 2 of my eyes.
You have. One might say with a natural 20, you have seen it with your third eye as well.
Did.
Mm-hmm.
Nina's
My
already
scales
seen it enough
quivered.
for me.
Yeah, so I'll just use your same perception checks as you walk in and explore this village. It is very clear that this town is just dead. There are leaves all around in this town square. Yeah, just sort of giving this a big covering, so that it's sort of like fall. As you kick leaves here, there, and everywhere. Do you go into any of the houses or rooms?
Yeah.
I'll crack open a door.
I've got to see everything.
What building are you going into?
The biggest one in the center.
The biggest one in the center. So that
The
would
one that
be,
looks most like a town hall.
Yeah. So you crack open the town hall, and sort of looking around, you see that all the lanterns, they're all candles, but they have all been melted down to the very bottom. Looks like no one has been tending to this at all. So this room is completely dark. How do you light your way?
I am naturally bright.
Oh yes, that's right. You have your cloak.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
When's this happening? I want to watch.
Very nice, boys.
So yeah,
No.
you explore the town hall. You visit the library, and sort of looking around, see if you can find any people. Do you call out or do you just look?
We haven't heard anything since
No.
we got here, have we?
You have not seen or heard a living soul. No sound of insects, no sound of birds. Only livestock sort of outside of the town seem to be moving.
Sheep.
Okay. Do you want to call out something?
Yeah.
Freddy adopts a power stance.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
You hear it all echo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this? And
You hear her cry back, Mr. Obama!
no, actually, you don't. But you hear a heavy thump, like something heavy just sort of slid off of a shelf, and hit the floor, cascading with it a whole bunch of books coming from the library
The library?
Oh my
inside the
God.
town hall.
I guess we better go inside. Let's go to that library. Let's get this books.
Yeah, you open up here, and there are plenty of windows to illuminate this area. And when you open up the doors, you get this rotting stench of decomposition, and you look around, and quite clearly in the sun, lying on the ground, is a librarian. She is hollow. She has hollow cheeks. Her skin is sort of leathery in texture and color. She looks like she hasn't moved in weeks. But as you look closer, you can see that she is still alive, but she's just decomposing.
Can I heal her? Would a healing spell work?
Yeah, you can go ahead and try.
Actually, could I roll perhaps an Arcana check?
Sure.
I will do that. Shit. No, it's fine.
Adjuster Shiffy, where are you now?
I'm just chilling outside reading my book still.
And Nara, what about you?
I'd probably still be in the main part of the town hall. Like,
Okay.
by the doorway they've gone in, but not
Mhm.
quite in yet.
Okay. Yes, you're sort of still in that foyer. And you too can also smell the stench now wafting through into the building or into the part of the building where you are. So what did you get, Nina?
Just to flex on you guys, I rolled a 3, but I got a 12.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. That's
Yeah.
so
Not
amazing. You you actually can't feel any major magical ailments that is affecting this person. But sort of examining her medically as well. Do you want to do that?
Yeah. Another roll.
Yes.
That's a. Sorry. Bear with me. I'm surviving without my character sheet. I believe that's a 17.
17. So this person is clearly alive. And her eyes are sort of glazed over. But you can see that she is still reacting to your touch, to the stimulus. But it is extremely sluggish. And you can tell that what's really affecting her is that she has
Sorry, could you repeat that?
So she has been cooked by the sun, just sort of sitting in her chair, either unwilling or unable to move, and she is also starving.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'd like to do my.
You'd like to do
With-
some magic?
I rolled a 17 for medicine.
Yeah, so how are you trying to bring this person back?
Just kind of gently doing what I can to get suspended. I will actually. I will do healing hands in some of my points.
Okay. You see regains some sort of vitality, and she takes in a big breath. But then you see it drain away. Not instant. But within 3 minutes, she's back to what she was beforehand.
And she wasn't responsive in those 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to alert everyone in my presence to what's going on.
So, Nara, you want to detect magic? Is that right?
I don't have it, but if anyone else does.
Freddy does not.
I'm still outside.
I could.
I think I have detect magic actually.
You do.
I don't.
Yeah, I do.
So yeah, you cast detect magic, and you just for a second. So this is a sort of blue magical sonar blip that goes out. You see these what look to be roots growing over this lady, or roots or vines, you can't quite tell. Some sort of malignant growth is highlighted in this in this second as you send out this sonar blip. And it's all in the air, and you can actually creep and crawl around the floor, not affecting you, but it is moving very slightly, just looking around for things. And as you send out this out, you know the school of magic that it is from, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
That's how it works, yeah. This is quite obviously necrotic, but you have never, ever seen anything like this before.
I hate necrotic.
Same.
So yeah, what do you guys do?
So, Fruity,
Yeah?
you know how you hate necrotic magic?
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Nari hears it and walks in.
It's everywhere.
It's
Oh.
everywhere.
Alright. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up this lady, and we're gonna take her the fuck away from this tree.
So yeah, you pick her up and she does not make any sort of fuss. She just sort of hangs from your arms very limply. And as you walk outside, you hear a baby crying
Where?
from the tree. In fact, you look and you can see a very withered old, what looks to be a very withered woman fused to the tree, carrying this baby, trying to quiet it, and then sort of looks down at you guys, and then her torso descends very slowly, still fused to the tree, and she comes off the tree, legs and all, and she is holding this baby boy in her arms.
Fuck that shit.
What do you
Ooh,
what do you
not
do?
like that.
hands are
I'm gonna
full.
ask whose child it is. I'm just gonna ask who the baby is. Who it is.
She puts up her hand. She can sort of, still holding the baby in one arm. I mean you no harm.
Freddy rolls insight on that.
Yep, go ahead.
Freddy does not know whether or not she's telling the truth.
What did you get?
6.
6.
Wait. 7.
Yeah, so to the best of your knowledge, she is telling the truth. And she says, "My name is Yenafari. I am a dryad. I was the protector of this town. I helped grow and nurture the land around it. Please, I mean you no harm. Just I wasn't sure if you were raiders or anything, but so I didn't reveal myself earlier. But please listen. This. Where do you come from?"
We come from everywhere around New Zealand. We're on our journey currently.
Mostly down south.
Well,
Yes.
personally, I don't remember where I'm from, but they're from down south.
Half south, half north. And, well, half south, 1 north. And you.
And she sort of.
It's probably worth noting that I do not trust that,
Do you want to roll?
and it is obvious.
Do you want to roll an insight check?
I
well?
will,
Yeah.
but I really don't need to.
Okay.
I am giving
But you
this
could
lady
know for certain.
most net 20.
Nat 20. She is telling the truth.
Yeah, I thought
Oh
so.
my god.
And you sort of you can see that the the necrotic energy isn't coming from the tree. You can see that it is affecting the tree as well as everything in this town.
Where is it coming from?
You can
I
make
mean-
an Arcana check. But
Okay.
I got 18.
18.
The flex is
Um,
coming.
The flex. Okay, Nina, see if you can beat
Flex
that.
at us then.
I almost feel mean.
Go ahead.
27.
27. Oh, you
Quite the
can
flex.
you can see just by the way that her bark is flaking, and the sort of the same ailment that is affecting the woman in Freddy's arms. You can see that it's actually coming from the people, but it is not coming from the baby boy. The baby boy is still alive, but right now he is asleep. Oh, sorry, he is calmed down and breathing regularly.
I mean, God, tell me what happened.
The dryad sits down and sort of as she puts the baby boy down, she tries. You can see her hand tries to fill up with leaves to make some sort of cushion for the boy's head, but they just instantly disappear into just mulch. And she sighs. She sits down cross-legged, and sort of offers, wordlessly offers you guys to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'll
remain
continue to
standing.
stand.
You remain standing.
Same
She
here.
she doesn't take much mind. And she says, "A circus came to town a few weeks ago. They played for one night around the base of my tree, and it was fabulous. And everyone was there. They had a number of small tents for fortune tellers, knife carnival games, and exotic dances. And then when they were done, they would all head towards the top, like a massive rose that surrounded the base of my tree. And as she is describing, you can see some of the vitality return to her face, the sort of the brown bark of her skin and face. You can see small bits of green shoots coming out. But then as she goes back away from that memory, those little shoots instantly die. And yeah, and she's wait, where'd I go? There it is. Had a great big clock too, all gears and magic. That started out small, sort of the size of your hand, then grew to be as tall as my tree. It played songs on the hour, changed shape every now and then, and had little plant people with rose heads that tended to it. And the next day it left, and we were all filled with a little joy, but it was sad. We had something so magical come to town, and then people started getting depressed. They stopped working, they stopped going outside, they stopped eating. The little one's mother ran off with a circus, and she she picks up the child again and then moves it towards Nina and Freddie, the two who are sitting down. And as she does, she quickly moves away her hand and covers her mouth as this black ichor begins spewing from her mouth, just sort of splashing down on the leaves.
I'll take the
Nice.
baby.
You've got your hands full, bud.
Yeah,
What have you got your hands full of?
the
Librarian.
The
The
librarian.
librarian.
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, I take the baby.
She says, the boy's name is Carl Weezer. His mother, Louise Weezer. And she's just quiet for a moment as more bark starts just to flake off of her. And she looks at you, Freddie, and says, there's nothing that you can do for Jeanette there, pointing to your hands. He says, I've lasted the longest only because my connection with land, but everyone who was there and saw the circus, we are all doomed.
The worst type of performers. The ones that take things away.
Where's the circus going next?
All I know is that they were heading north. I can tell you a little bit more about the circus. The ringmaster, his name is Jeremiah Fink. He's sort of any sort of big top performer, big circus act. You can't miss their carriages. It looks like a long snake that just winds down the road. They're heading north. That's all I know. I wish I knew more.
Huh.
I mean,
Looks
I
like
can't let this happen again.
we have to intercept them.
We have to.
So
They
we
would have
leaving?
made it to the next town. They left 2 weeks ago. And I'm sure countless more towns will be in a similar state of disarray.
Then we need to get going.
Yeah, we need to.
He's
we need
right.
to stop this.
So you guys all head out as Yennefer brings what did I say the librarian's name was? Louise, Jennifer, whoever it was, brings the librarian close as sort of just strokes her falling out hair. As you guys book it up Upstate Highway 1. And you come in and you see two other villages like this as well. Not too far from, not as big, but no one is still. I should say, the further north you get, the next village that you see, there are maybe two people walking around, more like or shambling around, I should say, that don't really recognize your presence. They have the same sort of hollowed look around them, and then the one further north of them, there are still a couple trying to take care of the vastly overwhelming population of people who just cannot be bothered to eat. And then, for your travels, I'd say on the 5th day, you come across a massive army heading south. they spread out for quite a while. They are all dwarves, 5,000 in total, just from a sort of quick row count. All their platoons, and they sort of take up the entire road, and they hold up their hands and ask for stop.
Okay, I guess we
do
stop.
that.
Yeah, so the boat is lowered, and I guess the gangplank is lowered. And several dwarves come up, one with golden embroidery in his beard, a fine steel helmet, plated armor all the way down to his feet, and then his sort of entourage of guards. And he sort of looks around at this sort of castaway crew, and he asks, "Which one of you is the leader here?"
We don't really have one.
Ah, well, then I'll talk to you all at the same time. Come down. Come to my tent.
Okay,
Sort of
I follow.
waves you all.
I do that.
Can I roll for stealth?
For stealth?
Yeah.
Always rules for stealth.
Sure.
Like, can I go without actually being seen?
No.
The dwarven
There
army
are
doesn't
five
feed
thousand-
her.
Let me
Dwarves.
just clarify. There are 5,000.
And
That's 10,000 eyes.
Yeah, that's 10,000 eyes.
But hear me out, natural 20.
No, okay.
Right, here we
Well, okay, the only way you can get it is by getting a 50. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, my mod's not that high.
Mm-hmm. So you try to sneak along, and then you hear a couple of the dwarves sort of like whisper to their friends, like, "Yo, why is that one walking funny? Doesn't she know that we can see her?" And the dwarves have now sort of set up camp right in the middle of the road, and they have they have just erected this beautiful red velvet tent, low ceiling because they are dwarves. But as you enter, I should ask, who did you leave Carl on board, or did you take him with you?
Up to you guys.
On board with Rin.
Okay.
I doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt we would have taken the baby here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought it was a good idea to leave it with the.
Mm-hmm. Rin,
Older.
Ejecticine, and and Muad'Dib.
At least
Yeah.
one of those can care. At least one of those can care for a baby.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe
It's Muad'Dib.
sort of
Yeah, it's
between-
Muad'Dib.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so he this obviously the general of this army, and he introduces himself as Baxius. He sort of sits you down at this lovely table, snaps his fingers, and then dwarves come in carrying large jugs of ale, and they all pour you glasses.
Freddy raises his eyebrows because this is a little excessive.
This is excessive. I can see it in your eyes. No. This is dwarven custom. Even in times of war, there are always times to celebrate, especially with the heroes. And he sort of salutes to all of you, and takes a swig of his, and then poof, drops it down.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that as well.
Yes, I could see your ship on the horizon. This block, and he pulls out his block. It's a little smaller, fun-sized.
Block mini.
Block mini. I could. Where was I?
Does he have a rose gold case?
No. What are some of the other ugly colors?
Ooh, he's a dwarf, so it would be like maybe bronzy, but a bad bronze.
It's bad bronze. That's the color. It's bad.
It's really dull bronze. It's just not good.
Yeah, it's not shiny bronze.
Mm.
So he says, "Yes, I could see your ship way off in the distance." I said, "My God, that's them." So pulled you over. Just wanted to say how much I appreciate all the work that you've been doing here. I know it's a pretty thankless job. I used to, before I was pulled back into the regal stuff. I used to be an adventurer myself.
And then I took an arrow to the knee.
No, then I lost an arm, and you can see he has a mechanical left arm, like fully automated and everything. It's not Muad'Dib's arm, don't worry. But he sort of slams that on the table and says, "My God, I never knew it could be so much fun to have augments." But no, I said, enough's enough. It's bloody painful, that. But no, I just really like to say thank you. And then he sort of remembers himself. He's like, "Oh yes, of course. I have gifts for you.
Huh?
We have. Well, I mean, we weren't planning on meeting you, but we are an army. We do have stockpiles of armor. So if you'd like, I can take you to the carts and you can have a nosy round."
Well,
Oh,
might-
yes.
so let's have a look-see, why don't we?
Yeah. So this little bit here is, since you didn't get any money from your last big adventure, because that was a big deal that you guys did. This guy is just saying, "Yo,
I mean-
I got a shit ton of armor. What do you want?" So
The Twitch ad revenue is just not as good as it used to be.
no, especially when you're not.
So
You know,
that's why you have to have Twitch Prime.
yeah, you gotta have Twitch Prime. No, Witch Prime.
Oh my god, yes.
Nice.
Witch Prime. So let me just pull up sort of all the armors that are in the player's handbook, and then I'll just say, go wild. None of these are magical armor. I will say that. They're just straight up armor. There it is. There we are.
I just remembered that I speak Dwarvish and I've never used it.
Yeah, I don't really use language.
There were some dwarves making like really unsightly comments, like in Dwarvish behind us, and you know what they said.
I also
Yeah.
know what they said, because I also know Dwarfish. Because I have story behind that, though.
So this is the armor table. So, Nara, you don't have armor, do you?
Nope.
Well, you do now.
Do I have to?
I mean, you don't
It would
have to.
be so rude to not, though.
It would be pretty rude to not.
Okay.
So you can take any armor here that you have that you either have the modifiers for. So for you, Freddy, what's your strength?
16.
16. So yeah, you can take any armor.
Give me that plate.
So yeah, bam, your AC is now 18.
Cough. Because of my helmet, it's 19.
Yeah, it's 19 now.
I love how fair and balanced I am.
So yeah, and you can take any armor here. One piece of armor that you are proficient with. So either light, medium, or heavy. Yeah, just go at it, and it's all dwarven quality, so you know it's good.
Yeah, I'll take
Ooh.
a stud leather then.
Has it got that good aesthetic?
Oh yeah, it does. It's got that asymmetric aesthetic. You know that J.R.R. Tolkien style.
Oh. Ooh, that's a good shit.
So yeah, and also if you want to take like I don't know a regular weapon, they've got plenty of axes, great swords, what.
I don't think Nara can carry any more weapons.
I can carry one more, but
I think for the first
don't
time
need
in
it.
a couple centuries, I actually have a correct number of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
over my limit.
Yeah. So you've got the silver, you've got the blue steel, and then
Two
you've got the
tridents.
war pick.
Yeah, that's 3.
Yeah. So
God
I
damn.
mean, you can take one. You can't use it unless you've equipped it, but you can have it.
Tempting, but no.
Something. All right. But whatever works for you. So you guys got the armor that you want. Added your modifier.
Yep.
Sweet. Um. um. Wait, what did I name him? One sec.
I only went up +1, so.
Oh. Baxius says, I would offer you coin, but I've a feeling the economy is going to crash pretty soon, so I'd rather give you something that you can use rather than something that will be useless.
Take these housing bonds.
Take these, yeah. Take my land. Take my prime real estate. Let that bubble burst. Now, but yeah, is there anything else that you guys think a dwarven army should offer?
The entire army for us to use.
No.
He says, no,
Uh,
we're headed down to House Ver.
I salute you for your service.
I'm gonna thank him, and I will offer him my amulet of guidance. As a
And what does
thanks.
that do?
Do I have it recorded somewhere?
I don't know.
I think it gives +1 to wisdom saves. Yeah.
Okay, sure. You give Baxius you give Baxius this necklace, and he's very flustered, and he gives you in return a barrel of ale.
Worthy trade.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, that probably won't be important.
Anything else?
So I'm only proficient in light.
Yep. So you can only take armor from the light section,
Yeah.
the light novel section.
But even with no armor, I put my AC is 40, and standard leather would give me 40.
So there's no point.
So there's no point.
Wait. So
Well,
how's
there
your
is, you
how's
could
your
sell it.
AC 14?
From the leather armor you gave me in the battle royale.
Oh yeah. Well, then it would go up one. The studded leather.
Yeah, so it'd be 15.
No, because it's 12 plus my dex. Dex is only
Yeah.
plus 2.
Well, leather is 11 plus your dex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
then
the one
how
that
do
you gave me in the armor. I'm in the battle royale.
How is your AC 14 when your dex is only +2? It should be 14.
My dex is +1, and I've got, so it's 12 plus 1 equals 13, plus my wooden shield equals 14.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just do what I do. Have 0 dex, but still 19 AC.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll take the studded armor.
Cool. So we'll just say that now your AC is 14.
You're
Yeah.
damn lucky we didn't fight anyone.
Yeah. And then you have a wild party of these dwarves. And they're on their way. Anything else?
Yeah, I'd just like to salute them as I go past.
Cool. 5,000 dwarves salute you. Do you wait for them all to pass?
straight.
That would take quite a while, so I do not.
Okay. Well then, 700 dwarves salute you as they walk past.
That would still be quite
God.
deafening with all that armor.
Yeah. Yeah. But you get to a point in the road where State Highway 1 goes sort of, well, continues to go, but Mount Misery takes you off to the left and sort of left and to the north, up towards Hamner Springs.
Can we tell which way the circus went?
The way to Hamner Springs, there is no longer road, but the actual State Highway 1, that's just been trampled by a whole bunch of dwarves. So,
So we have to assume they traveled up State Highway 1. So
Well, I mean, we could assume that, but then wouldn't the dwarves be under that spell?
I mean, they could have just walked right past and like not stayed at any villages when the circus was there. Although,
They set up their own camps.
yeah, they still could have showed up at the dwarvish camps and played for them. So it wouldn't make that much sense if they crossed paths at any point.
No. Just, we have to think about all the options. Can I make a survival check to see if I find anything?
what are you looking for?
Just tracks or any footprints
That
aren't
would be
dwarvish.
investigation.
Oh, investigation? Can I try that then?
Yep. Because you are investigating.
Not that good. That would be
Would there be a magic trail?
A magic trail?
Probably.
Oh, do you want to use detect magic?
Nina.
Freddie rolled a 18 investigation.
Yeah, this shit's all trampled, man. You can't see shit.
Yeah, okay. Detect magic, Nina.
Hold
What?
I managed to decisively work out using my investigation. At least 5,000 dwarfs came through here.
Yeah, I figured that out as well.
Mm-hmm. Your keen
It's
detective's
almost
eye.
like 700 of them saluted you.
Yeah. Nina.
Name.
I mean, I don't know if it'll amount to much, but yep.
So yeah, you cast detect magic. And to make it fair, you see two paths. Sort of the beginnings that sort of lead towards Hamner Springs, and then just got finished. So you're at a fork in the road right now, and there is a large amount of energy heading off towards the right, continuing up State Highway 1. But then there's a faint trace, maybe a single person has gone up towards Hamner Springs.
Mm,
Mm.
Okay.
The way I'm thinking is that maybe the caravan continued through Highway 1, but the child's mother went to Hammer Springs. That's my theory.
Subtle.
He was just coughing, dude.
No, it was just me coughing, sorry. I should have muted.
Okay.
I have no idea.
On a
Alright.
side note, Nara's keen to get to the Mount Misery
Why?
because of what Muad'Dib told her.
Oh yeah, true. So, and yeah, Muad'Dib he's been informed on the situation. And he sort of says, look, that way, and he sort of gestures up Highway 1. That way's pretty fucked. Okay? But you heard the Dryad, right? She said there's heaps of them, right? So that already means we're outnumbered. it's a magic that I don't understand. So that's double whammy. And 3, we don't even know if it's on purpose. It could just be a coincidence. But that one is, he sort of says that, and maybe not.
Yeah, it's evil.
Then I've decided that I'm going to go Highway 1.
You want to go stay Highway 1?
Yeah.
Just on foot?
If we're not going there on the boat, then yes.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, what?
So where are we going?
Adjustar Shiffy wants to go and join the circus. What about the rest of you guys?
I would rather not join the circus.
Okay. Everyone else, it's up to you guys.
Yeah,
I'm really not certain.
I have very strong feelings. Oh, I'm gonna pass on that one.
So, is that Mount
Guess I'm
Misery
walking
or
off
State
foot
Highway
then.
1?
Mount Misery.
Mount
I'll
Misery?
walk
For me, at
to
least.
State Highway 1 then.
You're just gonna walk up State Highway 1?
Yep.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
Fine.
Why?
Wait,
So,
hang on. I'm
If we're going
I'm
on
logicking this out in my head.
If we go,
I say, this is the
Okay.
biggest party split up, and I did not expect it to be
we're
This
not splitting the
much.
part. We're not
This
splitting
big
the
of a
party
deal.
up, please. I will. If you two are leaving Upstate Highway 1, I will just take the boat. You can walk if you want, though.
We're all going to say Highway 1.
Well, yeah, we gotta go State Highway 1.
We're
State
all
Highway
going to
1?
say Highway 1.
It is probably the bigger priority. We can come back to this mountain.
Yes.
Fuck.
And
Alright then.
Actually,
Nara
I'm-
does not want to go stay. She's going to go Mount Misery.
You're gonna
Oh
go
my
Mount
God.
Misery?
please.
No, I don't want to go to the circus.
I really want to kill the circus.
Killing the circus is important, and
I just
I mean,
really
if
want to kill the circus.
if children keep running away to join it, then they're only going to grow stronger.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
no.
really
my priority
conflicts
is
with my
circus.
morals. If I don't do this, then I would probably have to change my character's alignment.
That's fair.
Because this will actually break him if he doesn't go. Like, he would probably rather die than just leave the circus to continue doing what they're doing.
Mm.
Okay. Nick, pause the recording for a second.
Okay.